mean, if you feel better.
I'll call the meeting to order and a moment of silence.
Yes, it has been.
I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call, Mrs. Frank.
Mayor Kindle.
Present.
Councilwoman Costantino.
Present.
Councilwoman Foster. Present. Councilwoman LaPratt.
Here.
Mayor Pro Tem Sawicki.
Here.
Councilwoman Williams.
Present.
Councilman Toussaint.
Present.
City Manager Szymanski.
Here.
City Attorney DeWally.
Here.
Okay, that takes us to approval. I need a motion for the approval of the minutes.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
I'll offer the motion to accept, receive, and file the minutes of the regular City Council meeting held December 1st, 2025, and to receive and file the Library Board meetings, the minutes from May 15th, May 19th, June 18th, August 21st, September 18th, and October 16th, and to receive and file the Board of Review meeting minutes from December 10th, 2025.
Support. Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Public comment on agenda items only. So if you have a comment about anything else, you have to wait till the call the audience. Seeing none, move on to the consent agenda. I need a resolution.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
make the resolution to approve consent agenda items 1 through 8.
Support. Madam Mayor?
Okay, any discussion?
Madam Mayor, we usually mention the people that we're appointing when we do this. Would you like me to do that?
Okay.
We're reappointing the following: Michael Cadet to the Board of Review for a 3-year term, Kevin Koreski, Board of Review, 3-year term, David Keene, Construction Board of Appeals, 2 years, Debbie Keene, Election Commission, Adrian Rich, Election Commission, both a 1-year term, Margaret Pointer, Local Officers Compensation Commission, 5-year term, McKenna Champney, Library Board, 5-year term, Lauren Mercer, Sheila Printup, and Frank Sariocco, all 3 to the Planning Commission for 3-year terms.
Madam Mayor? I'll also add that we are also appointing Tom Jenny to the vacancy on the Planning Commission ending January of '28.
Okay. Is there any further discussion?
Madam Mayor? If I can interject, I know that Mrs. Frank also indicated on her notes here that there are a number of openings for people in the community. And so if you're here live or if you're watching, we have the need for 4 members of the Zoning Board of Appeals, 3 members on the Beautification Commission, 1 person on the Planning Commission, and 1 person on the Brownfield Authority. So if you're interested in any of those positions, please send, you can go on our city website and file your interest, or you can email Mrs. Frank and let her know that you're interested, and she can let you know what to do next. Thank you.
Are there any further discussion? Roll call vote, Mrs. Frank.
Councilwoman Costantino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilwoman LaPratt.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Sawicki.
Yes.
Councilman Toussaint.
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Kindle.
Yes.
Okay, resolution passes.
Okay, that takes us to old business. We have none. New business, city managers report.
Okay, new business, item number 1, progress payment number 1, sewer rehabilitation by full-length CIPP lining number 180-379. Mayor and Council, attached is a letter from our city engineers transmitting progress payment number 1 on the 2025 sanitary sewer rehabilitation by full-length CIPP lining number 180-379. It is recommended that this payment be approved. Mayor, a resolution is recommended.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
by resolution, approve payment to Instituform Technologies USA in the amount of $18,543.87 for progress payment number 1 on the 2025 sanitary sewer rehabilitation by full-length CIPP lining number 180-379.
Support.
Okay, any discussion? Roll call vote, Mrs. Frank.
Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilwoman LaPrat.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Sawicki.
Yes.
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Kindle.
Yes.
Councilwoman Costantino.
Yes.
Okay, resolution passes.
Okay, that brings us to new business item number 2, Michigan Municipal League Liability and Property Insurance Renewal 2026. The renewal premium for the property and liability insurance for the city of Harper Woods, effective January 1st, 2026, with the Michigan Municipal League Liability and Property Pool is $286,302, compared to the expiring premium of $266,683. This is a premium increase change of $19,619 for the following reasons. The property values increased by $1,900,000 due to a 4% inflation guard. The total payroll increased by $142,276. There are 5 additional vehicles this renewal. There is 1 additional police officer this renewal. The 2026 renewal premium includes additional coverage for the city's cyber liability data breach policy. The level from our $100,000 base policy limit was raised in 2024 to $250,000 due to the escalation in the frequency and severity of cyber crimes experienced by smaller municipalities in Michigan in recent years, such as ours. Additionally, the Board of Directors of the Michigan Municipal League Library and Property Pool voted to return another dividend in 2026 to renewing members. The City of Harper Woods is scheduled to receive a dividend of about $8,500 after paying the renewal premium. The effective rate of the premium, therefore, is $277,802 after deducting the $8,500 dividend. I recommend paying the total 2026 renewal premium in the amount of $286,302.
Okay, I need a resolution.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
make the resolution to renew the city's participation in the Michigan Municipal League's liability and property pool for 2026 in the amount of $302,000 for coverage stated in renewal proposal, and further that competitive bidding be waived in accordance with city policy.
Support.
Any discussion?
Madam Mayor? 2 quick questions. The first is on our page 89, which is a breakdown of the property. There's one line item that doesn't, there's no explanation. It just says extra expense, $211. And I was curious what the extra expense was about. It's on, our page 89, which is premium breakdown on property. And it's, I think, the second page of the property information. Yes, it is. About midway down the page, it says extra expense, under any DC building police substation. It just says extra expense, $211. And it seems kind of high for something that's not clearly identified. So I was just kind of curious what extra expense was referring to.
It's in other places too.
You
didn't
know what,
notice
I'm
it,
going
I
to have
heard.
to come back and get that for you. I don't have the same reference as you do.
Okay.
Well, page 6.
You do, John, it's there.
Okay.
It's right
On
after-
page 6,
right after the
for yours,
invoice.
it says, about a third of the way down, extra expense.
I can't find it. Oh, Okay. I will give them a call, find
Okay.
out what this is.
All right, it just seems kind of odd that they would put something in like extra expense and not identify what that expense is for that amount of money. Comparatively speaking, it's, you know, kind of high.
$11?
Well, it might not sound like much, but when you compare
No,
it.
I'm just saying, is that the correct amount?
Yeah, yeah. And then also, I know on, later in their documentation, they put a general recommendation on our page 102 that says that we should consider liability limits. And I'm trying to find my page here, hold on. It says, it gives us the number of people on our payroll, number of real personal property enforcement officers, et cetera. And it says, we cannot guarantee the adequacy of any limit of liability due to the following factors. It might be prudent to consider higher limits. And I just didn't know whether higher limits were considered, you know, or whether we are comfortable with the current level.
Yeah, these are insurance salesmen.
Yes, well, I get that.
Yeah, we take a look at our experience. We do a reevaluation of our inventory. When they take a look at the building, they take a look at the contents of the building. And, you know, like anything else, they would love to get that premium as high as they can. So
Right. But you're comfortable.
we're comfortable. We have not been, every single lawsuit that has gone through the city, we have been able to handle it.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Any further discussion? Roll call vote, Mrs. Frank.
Councilwoman LaPrat?
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Suwicki?
Yes.
Councilman Tucson?
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams?
Yes.
Mayor Kindle?
Yes.
Councilwoman Costantino?
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster?
Yes.
Okay, resolution passes.
Okay, new business item number 3, engagement letter 2025 audit. Mayor and council, attached is the engagement letter from Yo and Yo to conduct the audit reviewing the city's financial statement preparation for year-end 2025. The engagement letter is routine and customary as in prior years. The contract payment terms cover basic financial statements and include all items which must be communicated to those charged with city government, i.e. the city council. The city may be required to add an additional CFA audit at additional cost if federal grant expenditures exceed $1 million for year 2025. I have reviewed this engagement letter from Yo and Yo and recommend approval and payment. Mayor, a resolution is recommended.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
by resolution to accept the proposal submitted by Yoland and Yoa, however you pronounce it, CPAs and advisors for the city's annual financial auditing services in the amount of $55,125.
Support.
Any discussion?
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
I'm just curious on whether the city manager believes that we will need to add the additional CFA audit. Do you anticipate expenditures exceeding $1 million from grants?
No, we're probably going to be right around, I'm guessing about 700 and, just under 750,000, but the totals are still coming in. $1 million is too high.
Okay, thank you.
Any further discussion? Roll call. Do you have something, sure?
Well, I was just inquiring, this amount seems higher than what we used to pay. Do you remember the general ballpark of what we paid our former auditors?
Okay, it's basically the same thing. I want to say everybody does their financial statements in a different manner. There was a lot of single charges that we would get from Plant Moran depending on if we needed, depending on what kind of opinion we needed at that time. So this is right in the ballpark.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what I was wondering. Thanks.
Any further discussion? Roll call vote, Mrs. Franks.
Mayor Pro Tem Suwicki?
Yes.
Councilman Tucson?
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams?
Yes.
Mayor Kindle?
Yes.
Councilwoman Costantino?
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster.
Yes.
Councilwoman LaPrat.
Yes.
Okay, resolution passes.
Okay, new business item number 4, City Hall renovations. Mayor and council attaches a memorandum from the city clerk requesting approval to engage in some much-needed renovations in the front office. This will include some redesigning in the city manager's office to accommodate a deputy city manager, the city clerk's area, assessing, and the front office. As her memo states, there were 3 vendors that submitted proposals, and I concur with her to accept a proposal from Right Size Faculty. This proposal includes carpet, paint, furniture, and window treatments for these areas. The work will likely begin sometime in January. We will try to do the bulk of this project over the weekend, but we may have to close City Hall for a day to accommodate the process. We will keep everybody apprised. Mayor, a resolution is recommended.
Madam Mayor,
Yes.
by resolution, accept the proposal from Right Size Facility in the amount of $59,682.16, and to add 15% contingency of the total cost for the complete renovations of several areas of City Hall.
Support.
Okay. Any support?
I support.
Okay.
She did, I heard it.
Oh, I didn't hear it. Okay, any discussion?
Yeah, Madam Mayor,
Madam Mayor.
will this include tearing down any walls or,
I hope not.
okay, because I remember the previous city
Okay,
manager,
well, Leslie just said just one.
Just one small wall will come down.
okay, because I remember the last city manager put it up, but I had to,
Yes.
was y'all gonna bring it back down, okay?
Nope, that will still stay. Just one small wall.
Okay,
Madam Mayor,
yes.
I researched the 3 companies. However, I noted that the references to renovations. No, here's my issues. Where are the detailed specs? How do we know what we're getting? What are we buying? What are the renovations? Do we have contractors that are going to do that? And how much are they going to charge us for that? Are they qualified to do electrical and building?
It's in your packet here.
It didn't state the companies were qualified to do the renovations.
Well,
And that's what change orders are for. The plans that we received, there was just the drawings of City Hall, but it didn't tell you where things are going to be, or if there's going to be more outlets for electricity.
we're not tearing down the entire office. We're just renovating the office. We're getting ready to make changes to add personnel. We
I
have
understand.
nowhere to put them right now, so we can't hire these people.
I understand that.
Yes, yes.
But
So
you still should have specs stating
Well,
what
if-
furniture we're buying, not just an amount by the CM's office.
we'll get that information for you.
Is there any further discussion? Roll call vote, Ms. Franks.
Councilman Tucson.
Yes.
Councilwoman Williams.
Yes.
Mayor Kindle.
Yes.
Councilwoman Costantino.
Yes.
Councilwoman Foster.
No.
Councilwoman LaPrat.
Yes.
Mayor Pro Tem Sawicki.
Yes.
Okay, resolution passes.
Okay, and that concludes the city manager's reports.
Okay. Right now, we have an opportunity for a call to audience. State your name and, you got 3 minutes. Okay.
Good evening. My name's Sheila Hakeem. I live on Little Stone. On December 2nd, while I was walking my small dog, 2 German Shepherds, which were running loose down Leslie toward Detroit, noticed us, changed direction, and bolted right to us. As soon as the dogs reached us, they pounced on me. It became clear they were trying to get my dog, which I had picked up. This started in Harper Woods, on Newcastle, about 7 houses before Leslie, but it continued all the way to Prustwick and Brancaster in Grosse Pointe Woods. The dogs were relentless. A neighbor heard me yelling, came out of his house, managed to pull the dogs off of me, but they came at me again. Eventually I escaped because a woman stopped and managed to get me and my dog into her car. I have witnesses to everything. The dogs were eventually returned to their owners in Harper Woods. Since the owners were located, they should be cited. Trying to walk while two large German Shepherds are constantly jumping on you is extremely difficult. And at 70 years old, it's even more difficult. Fortunately, neither me or my dog were harmed, but this could have turned out very differently. And if the city fails to address this problem, it's only a matter of time before somebody gets seriously hurt and injured. If the city doesn't want G-Pass, pick another method. I feel compelled to point out that the city could minimize the amount of loose animals by enforcing the ordinances it does have and creating other ordinances to ensure that the animals are humanely cared for so that they don't feel compelled to escape as a way to survive. I urge the city to do something before it's too late. On another note, I'd like to thank Heather for getting the cement done in my neighbor's house before winter came. It really was important that that got done. But the loose animals, that is not my only instance. I've been pounced on by the same dog 3 times because of a loose latch on the gate. I've had other encounters. This one was sustained for a block. This could be minimized. You could mitigate damages. What efforts is the city taking to help keep residents safe? Thank you.
Hi there, my name is McKenna Champney and I live on Woodmont. I'm here to represent the Harper Woods Library. I am on the board and I am president of the board. Thank you for reappointing me this year, again, for another 5 years. So just want to remind everyone that the Harper Woods Library is going to be closed on Christmas Eve and Christmas, New Year's Eve and New Year's Day, and also on Martin Luther King Jr. Day. We have a lot of really, really exciting and really cool events coming up, and I hope to see a lot of you there. So every Friday, we have chair Zumba from 1:30 to 2:30 in our community room in the basement, but please sign up through Parks and Rec for that event. You'll get a ticket and you'll redeem it kind of at the door. On December 20th, we're having a family movie from 2 to 4 p.m. December 29th and the 30th from 1 to 2, we have a drop-in craft. It is for the littles, but of course, we don't turn anyone away at the library. Really exciting, on January 3rd, it's a Saturday, we actually have an intro to guitar class. It is from 1:30 to 2:30, registration's not required, it's recommended, and it's for anyone 12 years and up, so please stop on in. We also have a vision board workshop, perfect for the new year and your new resolutions, from 2 to 4 p.m. that same day. And we have a lot of other events going on throughout all of this time. This is just kind of like the main highlights, so please go to our website or follow us on our Facebook page. And I would love to invite each and every individual on the City Council and in the Harper Woods to come to our board meetings every third Thursday. Our next one is actually this Thursday, the 18th at 7 p.m. It's just in the library. Everyone is welcome, whether you're a City of Harper Woods resident or not. You're welcome to come. And then I did just want to mention that because the U.S. did just have its first pediatric flu death this year, this week, I want to encourage everyone to get vaccinated against the flu, against COVID, RSV, and get caught up on all of your other vaccines, because we know that vaccines save lives, and they prevent any other kind of morbidity and mortality as well. And if you have any questions about that, please come and ask me. Thank you.
Hello, Juanita Buzik on Woodmont Street. Okay, this is regarding animal control. Okay, animal shelters provide, I'm sorry. One moment, it'll just be a second. This year, G-Pass has encountered numerous loose dogs in Harper Woods. Dogs were not vaccinated and they were not licensed. Yards were not secure, nor were the dogs being supervised when they escaped. There was no identification on the dogs. By getting animal control, that will help resolve neighborhood disputes, which is going on, and nuisance complaints such as excessive barking, property damage, waste issues, off-leash animals roaming the streets, which can result in accidents, traffic accidents, and freeway. When the owner should have had the animal in a fenced yard or on a leash. And when not in a fenced yard, fostering peaceful coexistence between residents and animals. Animal control can promote responsible pet ownership, which enhances the overall safety and well-being of Harper Woods for both people and animals. And by having animal control, they can secure transport by placing pets in secure carriers to prevent escape and can take pets to animal shelters. The animal shelter will provide pets shelter and proper care, in addition to seeking foster homes and permanent placement for unclaimed pets to forever loving homes. I know I spoke fast, but I had 3 minutes, so I went on fast. But there's been a lot of, as was just said, a lot of animal attacks going on in Harper Woods. I was nearly almost attacked. My dog, as I mentioned in a previous one. I don't know what's going on, but we need animal control. They roam in the streets. There was 2 dogs in Harper Woods. A person from G-Pass doing the dog walking was walking the dog, and then a dog roaming from wherever approached the dog on a leash. Well, the dogs started sniffing each other, and then the one off leash attacked the one on leash, and they were taken to Harper Woods Vet because they were both injured. I don't know to the extremity to which they were injured in.
Lauren Mercer, Woodside. Good evening, Mayor, Council. This summer while I was walking my dogs on Eastwood, I was approached by a stray husky. He was antagonizing my dogs and wouldn't leave us alone. I finally called the police department, the dispatcher side, and said nothing can be done. I explained that he will not leave us alone. With another sigh, she said she would send somebody out. I waited around 10 minutes, but I was starting to be worn out at the fact that this husky was antagonizing my dogs and me trying to correct him and trying to protect my dogs from being injured or trying to attack them back. So I began to walk towards City Hall. Once I got to the fire department, I asked for help. The first responder said he really couldn't take another one in. He had already had 2 dogs, which I witnessed tied up to a chair. I said, I have no idea how we'll get home with this dog following me and my dogs. So he said, all right, I'll take it in, but most likely I'll get in trouble because we're not supposed to be taking any dogs in because we don't have animal control. At the beginning of this year, I spoke on the subject of lack of animal control and the need for a city manager. The request for a city manager was fulfilled. Thank you. But it seems that we continue to kick the can on this issue, and not only are we kicking it down the road, but we are kicking it out of sight. Harper Woods, please get this under control indefinitely. Thank you.
Okay.
So Lori Sheridan, Country Club, and I wasn't planning on saying anything today, but after hearing all about the animals, it seems like this should be a priority for the city council, and we don't even have an update from the city council on this. So I would request that in January, we get an update on what the plan is for the city of Harper Woods and their animal control. Thank you.
All right. We will have call to council, starting with you, Cheryl.
I'd just like to wish everybody happy holidays and have safe travels, and hopefully you all get a chance to spend some time with people you love.
Also, I want to wish everybody a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, whatever you want to call it. Happy Hanukkah, and all of those. And I just wanted to, again, comment on the library. I've had more fun in the library in the last couple of months than ever. And I hope our ornaments that we made, Councilwoman LaPratt and I were both in the last session, and hopefully we'll get our ornaments soon. I got a space right on my tree for it.
All right, thank you. Couple of things. First of all, of course, Merry Christmas. Have a safe and happy holiday. And be safe out there. You know, the weather being as frigid as it is, and the roads slick. That's not going to end very soon, but be careful out there. There are two items that I think I would also like to echo the community in asking about, and that's animal control. I know that the city's been working on it, and I too would like to hear, what's going to be happening with that after the new year. And also, I'd like an update from our Economic and Community Development Director on projects in the community. I know we had been working on becoming a redevelopment-ready community, and that seems to have been put on the side. I don't know if that's something that we need to pursue, but I would like to hear a little bit more about that, and perhaps hear if there are any projects or anything going on Kelly Road. We've talked a little bit about trying to improve that area. So if we could get a little update from our Community Development Director, that would be wonderful. Thank you.
I just want to talk about, on Saturday, some of us went to, over on Beaufait, a home owned by the Krupunski family, built one of those little pantry libraries, and they were contacted by the robotics team from South Pierce, and these are all girls. The girls used power tools and built a little pantry library. So it's right on Beaufait, this side of the freeway. And they had a ribbon cutting, and you can see it from the street. The girls did a phenomenal job. It was really exciting to see these girls with power tools, and so they did a ribbon cutting, and we were invited. So some of us and our state rep were there, and did the ribbon cutting. So if you go by, you can take what you want or leave what you want. But it was a great thing for the community, and happy holidays.
Good evening, everyone. Just two things, really. One, I did attend the Little Free Pantry ribbon cutting, and that was really nice. Really nice. Was something that happened in the community that the community member just decided, that she saw a need for the pantry. And so, it's a small little pantry, there's food in it, and like she said, you could take some or leave some. So it was really nice. And the other thing is, about 2 weeks ago, I attended a Women's Veterans Stand Down, which was in Dearborn Heights. I think a lot of times you don't hear a lot of credit given to these type of programs. But this one, it was all for women veterans. They had a lot of sponsors out. The state was out, and they helped women veterans, file for benefits. They helped. They had clothing for them. There was a lot of tons of free stuff for women veterans. Because I was there as doing charity work, helping out. So it was really nice. So, it's nice to hear that they are, there's a lot of programs for women veterans. And then happy holidays, everybody, and Merry Christmas.
Hello. I think we do need to step up our efforts for animal control before someone gets hurt and then lawyers get involved. I think it's a very important thing for this city because, we have to protect our citizens. And happy holidays. I'll see you all next year. Thank you.
All right, so that I want to thank everyone that has participated in the Goodfellow toy drive. There's a box outside, be outside at the police department area and also at the library. And what we're asking for is an unwrapped toy for ages 3 to 13. And we'll be delivering those toys on the 23rd of December. And so I appreciate everyone and anyone that is participating in it. The need this year is great. We still have people that were part of the government shutdown that are just now trying to get back on their feet because, as I said before, if you are a government contractor, you do not get paid unless you work. And so those people, for a lot of different departments, did not get paid, even though those people that are government employees will get their back pay. Some of them are still lacking, waiting for that government pay to catch up with them. But those contractors, those people were not paid. So we are getting a lot of people trying to make ends meet for their children. And I firmly believe that no child should be without a Christmas. And that is one of the reasons that I have worked with the Lions Club for their Goodfellas. So if you feel like it, or there is the newspaper for the Lions Club, you can make a donation straight to the Lions Club, which will help as well. But I think that we are all very blessed that we are able to do what we need to do individually for our families. But it's people that have reached a stage of no fault of their own. You know, it's not like they were lazy or whatever, but it's because of what the government did that allowed people to put them in this precarious situation. And no one wants to not be able to give their children a holiday. I mean, we make so much emphasis on Christmas that people feel slighted if they're not able to give to their children as they would like to do. So I'm just asking people to help out if you can. But I think we need to also be very cognizant and thankful that we are able to do what we do for ourselves and our families, because there are a lot of people. I can't even imagine the people that are outside in the cold today in these last few days. I mean, it's true. There are people, we may not necessarily see them around our community, but there are people out there that don't even have a place to sleep. And some of those people are people that were viable, working people. But if you don't pay your rent and, if you miss a couple of rent payments, you're out on the street, basically. Maybe not happen here, but it happens all over. So just be thankful. I think during this holiday season, the best thing we can do for one another is to be thankful and grateful that we have a warm home to go to, that we have food on our tables. Well, my children are grown, but you're able to provide for your family. Whatever, however, just reach out your hand and help someone else if you possibly can. So I would say that I wish everybody a Merry Christmas, a happy season, and I'll see you in the new year. Thank you. After
Talk after.
We adjourn.
Madam Mayor, I'd like to adjourn, make a motion to adjourn.
Support.
All in favor?
Aye.
Motion adjourned.